So it seems like the leftists have failed another assassination attempt on Trump. Social media is blowing up about it, so let's get into it. A gunman attacks White House Correspondents' Dinner. Trump evacuated safely. On April the 25th, 31-year-old Cole Thomas Allen from California, why am I not surprised, sprinted past initial security with a shotgun, handgun, and knives, firing a blast that hit a security service that hit a Secret Service agent's vest. Agents quickly tackled him with no serious injuries reported. Allen had sent a manifesto minutes earlier denouncing Trump and vowing action against administration officials. The incident prompted evacuations amidst the black tie event from 2,600 guests, sharp criticism of lax checks tied to DHS funding shut down, and bipartisan condemnations while the dinner was cancelled and rescheduled. So, the fact that the person comes from California probably sort of pretty much kind of lets you know what their whole thing is about. So you've got pretty much social media carrying on and blowing up about it and all sorts of speculation and all these kind of things. So let's play some of the clips. My wife and I were shocked to hear about the repeated attempt to assassinate, this is the third time as far as I understand, attempt to assassinate Trump and his wife. There is no place for violence against anyone. Netanyahu lectures the world about violence while his country is on trial for genocide. You mean? Crazy.
כמוכם, גם אני ורעייתי הזדעזענו לשמוע על הניסיון החוזר לרצוח את הנשיא טראמפ ואת רעייתו. אנחנו שמחנו שניהם יחד עם בכירי הממשל האמריקני, יצאו ללא נגע. אין מקום לאלימות, לא נגד מנהיגים פוליטיים ולא נגד אף אחד. וזה כולל לא רק את ארצות הברית, זה כולל קודם כל את מדינת ישראל בתוכנו.
Yeah, okay. So the state of Israel. Right, so, yeah. No surprise. And this is the thing, it's a continual idea that Netanyahu lectures the world about violence while his country is on trial for genocide. It's the continual obfuscating on the left, the idea that they see the right, the political right, as whatever they say, the political right, normal people, base people that don't fit their agenda, they continually see them as people who push an objective narrative. People on the right in the leftist brains, they agree that the right sees things objectively. Yet, when it comes to the dealings with the right and the left would like the right to see everything that they say as merely subjective. We don't mean what we say. We don't really want you to take us seriously. But we're going to take you, right people, seriously, because we're going to see all your speech through the lens of objectivity. So they're going to see it as, well, it's clearly hate speech. This is why they bring up the ideas of genocide. Yet the meantime is, the left is insane because they would back Iran, a murderous terrorist regime, because they don't see it at face value. They would like to see this utopian understanding, this subjective ideology that they push on all the causes that they support, because they don't want to face the hard facts that they're supporting terrorists. Yet they'll see every political opponent of theirs as a terrorist because of their subjective ideology, and it's so diabolical, because no matter which way you cut it, no matter how they try to obfuscate, no matter how they try to talk about these things in vague, nuanced terms that just muddy the water and don't make any coherent sense, they treat themselves and the speech that they say completely differently to the way that they treat the speech of their opponents. They'll continually treat their speech as, no, it's safe because it's classified under free speech. But as soon as their political opponents exercise free speech, according to the leftist brain, it's automatically considered hate speech. And it's clearly a bend in order to push their agenda. They know exactly what they're doing. And there is no reasoning with these people. So many are saying Trump fell. What really happened was Trump went down to pick up Melania, who was crawling to safety, while the SS was pushing him to be safe. Trump risked his own life to protect his wife. As a real men protect their wives. I mean, yeah, I know people were carrying on about, oh, Trump fell, and like, whatever. What does it matter? Yeah, so I mean, geez, like it's a non-issue really. What's this? Didn't he assassinate like 40? This is exactly what I'm talking about. Didn't he assassinate like 40 political leaders in Iran and brag about it a month ago? 40 political leaders. You mean 40 terrorist dictators who were busy slaughtering their own people? Or is this person referring to, oh, of course, it's a Netanyahu thing. So they're not talking about Trump, they're actually talking about Netanyahu. It's, once again, they will use subjectivity with their speech, but they won't see subjectivity with the other speech. It's completely objective. Like, and I don't know what the hell this is supposed to be, but they are incapable of being intellectually honest. They're incapable of seeing things for what they are. They'll completely subvert their opponents for the sake of making themselves look good. You can't reason with them. What's this?
Our First Lady Melania is here. Look at Melania, so beautiful. Mrs. Trump, you have a glow like an expectant widow.
In his fake White House correspondence speech, Jimmy Kimmel actually joked about Trump's assassination just before a real assassination showed up at the real dinner. That's crazy, man.
Our First Lady Melania is here. Look at Melania, so beautiful. Mrs. Trump, you have a glow like an expectant widow.
But that's classified as free speech. If that shoe was on the other foot, that could be classified as hate speech. If that was somebody from the right making a joke, let's say about Kamala Harris or Biden when he was in office, that would be considered hate speech. Absolutely, these people are so diabolical. So moving on to Trump. This is what he had to say about it, and it's 100% based, 100% correct. You can see the pattern.
So as you know, this is not the first time in the past couple of years that our republic has been attacked by a would-be assassin who sought to kill. In Butler, Pennsylvania, less than 2 years ago, you all know that story. And in Palm Beach, Florida, a few months after that, we came close. We really had, again, we had some great work done by law enforcement. But in light of this evening's events, I ask that all Americans recommit with their hearts in resolving our difference peacefully. We have to resolve our differences. I will say, you had Republicans.
And that's the thing, like the right, the political right, based people, normal people, Christian conservatives that aren't Christian, Western mindseted, let's say just logical people, for the sake of being international and for the sake of that I'm in South Africa. We do have the idea of, we do want to try get along. But the thing is, the left, the socialists, the terrorists, the communists, the Marxists, whatever you want to call them, they don't have that concept. They've got the concept of you either bend, agree with our agenda, or you are by default the enemy. And the thing is, there's one side that is objectively and obviously far more murderous and violent than the other. The recent demonstration. And you can try all you want with these people. It's no matter what happens, is they cannot be reasoned with. As soon as they've made up in their brain that you are the enemy, there's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can say, there's nothing you can do to convince them otherwise, unless it's a move from God on their heart. And funnily enough, speaking about God and Christianity, you'll also find it interesting on May the 17th, Trump talks about it earlier in the year, on May the 17th he's planning to rededicate America to God. That's just around the corner, and it's interesting that this happens as that approaches. And people just don't seem to understand that there's more important things at play here than simply just politics. You know, we are talking about the fight, the age-old fight, which has been carrying on since the dawn of time, which is the fight between good and evil. And I think a lot of people are slowly starting to wake up to it. But nowhere in history have you ever seen the stuff that's happening now, but specifically in terms of the ideology of people, where they will sympathize with evil. They'll sympathize with terrorists. They'll sympathize with dictators who murder their own people. They'll sympathize with the forces of darkness. Let's take Nigeria, for instance, who killed Christians. They'll sympathize with all these agents of darkness. But as soon as you attempt to sort it out, like this man is doing, he is considered evil. And I think it's in one of the epistles, Paul talks about in the last days they will call good evil and evil good. You can literally see it playing out in real time. That's exactly what's happening.
Democrats, independents, conservatives, liberals, and progressives. Those words are interchangeable perhaps, but maybe they're not. But yet everybody in that room, big crowd, record-setting crowd. There was a record-setting group of people. And there was a tremendous amount of love and coming together. I watched, and I was very, very impressed by that.
Yeah. Here's another one. Trump was asked why assassination attempts keep happening to him and didn't flinch. The ones who do the most, they go after. They go after impactful people. Then added, I hate to say it, I'm honored by that. Say what you want. That answer hits. Yeah.
Trump, there's a report in the New York Post that this assailant assembled his weapon somewhere on site at the hotel. What do you think about that? And I ask respectfully, why do you think this keeps happening to you?
Well, you know, I've studied assassinations, and I must tell you, the most impactful people, the people that do the most, you take a look at the people, Abraham Lincoln, I mean, you go through the people that have gone through this, where they got them. But the people that do the most, the people that make the biggest impact, they're the ones that they go after. They don't go after the ones that don't do much because they like it that way. And when you look at the people that have either, whether it was an attempt or a successful attempt, they're very impactful people. Just take a look at the names here, the big names. And I hate to say I'm honored by that, but I've done a lot. We've done a lot. We've taken this country, and we were a laughing stock for years, and now we're the hottest country anywhere in the world. We've changed this country.
True.
And there are a lot of people that are not happy about that. So I think that's the answer, Peter.
Yeah. And you've also got, this is why the left can't handle this guy. It's because this is why they classify him as, you know, Hitler, they classify him as a Nazi, they classify him as all that kind of stuff, and they classify the people that support him and the people that sort of admire and see the vision that he has. They classify them as Nazis too. But the left classifies him as a Nazi because they'll use this whole thing with the idea of, yeah, but they killed Hitler. And Hitler was objectively, obviously a bad guy. But the thing is, they don't, you know, for the leftists, nuance and muddying the water that they like to do and these mental gymnastics that they like to play, they never criticize and they never dig deeper in terms of, okay, but let's look at who is Trump going after in terms of who Hitler went after. Trump is going after people that are objectively bad, objectively terrorist, objectively put other people's life at risk, objectively oppress and kill their own citizens, objectively do all sorts of terrible things in the name of their murderous religion. He's going after bad people. Who did Hitler go after? He went after people that weren't any of that. He went after people that were just, for all intents and purposes, simply just normal people. And so, but then weirdly, the left also crashes out with, funnily enough, with the Jews. So somehow they can see that Hitler is bad because he went after Jews, yet they go after Jews and they see Jews as bad, but they can't make the connection, and yet they call Trump bad because he goes after bad guys. It's a mental illness. It is 100% a mental illness. So Tommy was also, I think Tommy's, I don't know if he's still in America. I'm guessing he's obviously still in America. This was 13 hours ago, so that's quite obvious. So protesters stumble on anti-Trump grievances at TP USA event. So alright, let's play a couple of these things and see what this is all about.
What brings you here today?
That's what's off.
Respect. Respect for Donald Trump.
You coming to the rally?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you want to come out?
Why do I want to come out? Because I'm very grateful, and many of us in Great Britain are very grateful for Donald Trump's leadership in the world. He's not a coward. He hasn't bent. He hasn't surrendered to Iran and their Islamic supremacy. He hasn't given £1.7 billion. They funded 10 terror attacks in my country. 10 terror attacks. They fund Hezbollah, they fund Hamas, they fund the Houthis, they fund every single Islamic supremacist, horrible terrorist organisation in the world. And Donald Trump stood up when everyone else surrenders to him.
Yep.
So I'm very grateful to him, as are many in Great Britain. Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Can I just... Civil rights, women's rights. Okay.
No,
what do you
good.
think of women's rights in Iran?
Oh, not good.
No, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, how are you? Hi, excuse me, how are you?
Are you pedophile?
No, I hate pedophiles.
Did you support for Trump?
I'm English, I'm a journalist from England. How are you?
So wait, what about the pedophiles? Are they still making the claims, you know, that Trump is some... yeah. Okay, but what about Biden sniffing children's hair? What about, like, guys, like, they accuse, you know, they accuse people of what they themselves actually promoting, what they actually themselves do. They support Iran, they support Muslims who literally are PDF files. They're literally like that. That's standard practice in Islam. That's you know, the blue hair, and it's just, God, they're just such irksome, deranged people.
What are you barking? Are you barking?
Jeez,
She's
like,
barking.
and they,
She's barking. Woof, 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 she's barking. She must identify as an animal. I'm not joking. She's barking. She's barking. Look, she's barking. Lunatics.
well, that's how they talk. They just walk.
Hello, mate. You're obviously a very, can I ask you what you're doing today? No wars, no ice.
And like, how
when you
crazy
say, when
is
you
this?
say
Like,
no
look
ice,
look at the picture. It's the mental illness here. So this guy's supposed to be Captain America, yet he's completely anti-America. I can guarantee you this guy supports immigration. I can guarantee you this guy supports open borders. He supports, you know, bringing in tons of people from PvP server countries to ruin America, yet he claims to be for America. And weirdly, that's supposed to be Donald Trump, as I forget the guy's name. I know he was like the arch villain in one of the Captain America movies, but it's exactly the opposite. The fact that they can't see it, they are that, and Trump is this. Okay.
no wars, no ice. When you say no ice, yeah.
And again, the whole no wars thing. Trump is preemptively sorting out something. In fact, no, it's not even preemptive. Islam started the war. There has been a war for 40-something years. There's been a war for 47 years. There's the Twin Towers, the terror attacks, the stuff that they've done not just in America, but the stuff that they've done to Europe and London in the past and are still doing now. And somehow Europe and UK, they love it. They think it's absolutely fantastic. They think, oh wow, these are such peaceful people. Look at how they're raping our women. Look at how they're beating the crap out of civilians walking down the road. They're such lovely, peaceful people. It's a mental illness. It's absolutely insane. These people they need to be locked up in padded rooms, honestly. Throw away the keys, lock them up. And these are people that can vote. It's absolutely, I don't even know what to say about these people anymore. You'd think like, you've got this mentality, they're like children. You kind of think, it's a phase, they'll grow out of it, The thing is, they've got grey hair, these people. They ain't gonna grow out of this. This is their standard operation. This is how they live their life. With this mental illness that they just run around with, completely convinced that, their perception is in fact reality.
So you've got millions of illegal immigrants that you know nothing about. So say in my country, refugees.
You're from?
I'm from Britain.
Okay.
So do you know the Donald Trump ban in 2016 when he done the ban on certain countries?
Yes.
Well, if we would have had that ban, 26 children would be alive today, because a terrorist went to Libya, got bomb training, come back and blew up 26 children in my country. Dead paedophiles, don't we?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, you?
Yeah, I'm all right.
I mean,
can I ask you?
They're literally calling for violence. Dead pedophiles.
What do you
don't reoffend. They're literally calling for violence, but we're the ones that call for violence. We're the ones that crash out and call for violence. We're the murderous ones. Yet they do it.
Think of the conflict in Iran.
I think that, well, I haven't been on the news in a few days, but last I knew, it is unnecessary.
Again, should you deal with terrorists? Should you deal with them? Or should you just carry on having this sympathy for the devil, that Rolling Stones song, that's exactly what it is? Should you just allow evil just to carry on? But again, they call good evil and evil good.
Very honestly.
What do you know about the Islamic regime in Iran? The leadership, the country,
God.
how they govern that country.
Oh gosh, it's like I said, it's been a while since I've been on the news. I've been busy with work and life.
No
so
Do you
idea.
believe in
So
LGBTQ
there you go,
rights?
busy with work and life, so they have no idea what they're talking about. They don't take the time to find out what causes they support. They listen to mainstream media, they listen to CNN, they listen to all these leftists run news agencies, and they come to the conclusion, oh, these are the people, these are the bishops and the pastors and the priests and the spiritual leaders of the age, because obviously they're atheists. So, their doctrine and their belief is geared towards leftism. That's their actual religion. And they come to the conclusion, these are the people that know what's on. These are the people that know what it's all about. These are the people that we need to follow. So instead of doing our own research, attempting to find out what is actually true, they'll just go ahead and just parrot exactly what the talking points are, and then when you press them for an answer, they don't know what the hell they're talking about, but they'll do it anyway, and they'll vote anyway, just because the words sound nice. And basically, it really just points to the fact that they don't really want to do anything. Like, they don't want to put their neck on the line. They don't want to actually get involved. This is the sum of their getting involved. Spending a nice little day, wasting their life at a protest, which advocates for murder.
Yes, I do.
Do you know there's no LGBTQ rights in Iran?
Yes, I do.
They kill them.
Yes.
They massacre them, yeah?
Yes.
Do you think the world would be a better place if they
So
took
she said
out
yes.
The Ayatollah
And she still supports
and his
it.
regime, his Islamic regime.
Yeah.
I want to see women's rights and civil
But we
rights.
don't want a nuclear war.
No, that's why Donald Trump's gone in and done what he's done.
We don't want a nuclear war. So Trump decimated their capability of setting up nuclear facilities and nuclear weapons. You would think that they would be supportive of that, the fact that he did it, because they don't want nuclear war. Yet they're completely opposed to him, but he's doing what they want. Stopping nuclear war. Oh, it's
Would
my
you
brain.
support him if you knew those children?
Which
that were
children?
killed?
What are you talking about?
Those 160 kids that were bombed at a school.
Iran.
Have you,
In
40,000 were massacred
By
in the
an
2 days
Iranian
before that by the
misfire,
Iranian
by the way.
regime.
That-
You look normal. You look normal. This one. You look normal.
I hope you made him richer.
What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Excuse me. Excuse me.
Hey, don't touch people's stuff.
Leave her alone, please.
No, she wants to talk to
You
you.
have no right to touch
They
somebody's
try and control everyone. Anyone who wants to speak. Why? Where to start?
Where to
Let's
start?
start. Why are you dressed
Anyway.
as Captain America outside here? Why? Yes.
I should have known you would be.
Ah, you cheeky boy.
You stinker.
You run away. What are you
Broke
running away
Palestine
for?
flag. It doesn't exist.
What are you running away for? Let me get my picture.
So I'm here outside Dream City Church. I saw Tommy Robinson here from England. He's got the great tie on. I'm sure you recognize it. Tommy, what message are you trying to get out to your followers right now?
To my followers, do you know what? I'm looking at America and I'm looking at the attempts to tear the MAGA movement in two, whether it be from Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, these different
true.
people. Who does that benefit? When there's a core MAGA base that
That
supports
benefits
Trump
the
and
left,
this country's
100%.
united and the Republicans are united, it's terrifying for China, for Russia, for Iran, for all these countries.
We're the land of the free
That's loud.
and the home of the brave.
Beautiful, no? Beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, now welcome to the stage the 45th and 47th President of the United States of America.
Okay, so they're just basically going to be talking about or covering that. Okay, so let's move on. So yeah, there's more situations. So Cincinnati preschool. So this is all about, there's also now, because it was a failed assassination attempt, so there's a whole bunch of leftists that are busy crashing out about the fact that it was failed. Oh no, but they're the peaceful ones, right? They're the ones that don't want violence. They're the ones that, you know, they just want everybody to live a nice, normal life. Right, okay. Cincinnati preschool teacher faces backlash over video after Trump security incident. Corrine Baum, a teacher at Bright Path Kids in the Cincinnati area, posted a 19-second clip with subtitles saying that she woke up to that news but not that news, which many interpreted as regret that President Trump survived the shots by the 31-year-old Cole Thomas Allen. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and listen to what she has to say and make our own conclusion.
Man, there's been a few creators on here. saying that like Friday or yesterday could have been the day. And then I wake up to that news, but not that news.
So,
Saying, man, there's been a few creators on here saying that like Friday or yesterday could have been the day.
So it could have been the day that Trump finally got assassinated. Okay, right?
And then I wake up to that news.
That news being the fact that he wasn't assassinated.
But not that news.
The fact that he should have been assassinated. Okay.
We're gonna have to pay really close attention to what they're trying to actually distract us from.
What are they trying to distract you from? I don't know, yeah, that seems like she's said the fact that he wasn't assassinated. Yeah, that pretty much sounds like that to me. School board member at Alachua Schools, Tina Certain, are you certain, reacted to the Trump assassination attempt by claiming it was staged. Right, yeah, I've also heard this. These are the people responsible for your kids' education. You can contact her here at Stage. Trump. Stages more crap than a realtor. Did she mean Trump, maybe? Instead of a D, it should be a T. Anyway. And they always make the claim, you know, it was staged, it was staged, it was staged. Somehow, you know, Trump used what kind of like a person that's actually conservative or whatever. Like, long story short, it's kind of like this mentality that somehow it was all planned. To what end exactly? To make him look better than he already is? I mean, I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense. You know, it's the left that's continually going to have this narrative of they're going to obfuscate. They're going to make it seem like it was all an inside job for the sake of keeping their noses clean, because they don't want people to actually find out that it was actually them. That's pretty much the only way I can see it. And the very fact that you've got so many of these videos going on about the fact that they were so sad that it didn't work out kind of lets you know, well, that something must have been cooking. The very fact that they're so sad about it. So clearly there's so much anger and hate towards the man and the administration in general that they're clearly cooking up something behind closed doors. So that when it doesn't happen, they're so sad about it. Well, let's listen to what some of these people have to cry about.
Missed again. Oh my.
Sorry, let me just turn that up instead of.
Y'all motherfuckers missed again. Oh my god.
I'm already crying.
Imagine faking your own assassination attempt for the third time and then everybody's just
faking your own assassination attempt. So why are you guys so angry about it then? It doesn't make sense. This whole fake assassination attempt, staged assassination attempt, it doesn't track. It doesn't track at all.
upset that it wasn't real and that you didn't croak.
I wake up each morning hoping
you guys are actually letting us know. You guys are letting us know by the fact that you guys are crashing out like this.
Oh my god.
I'm already crying.
And then everybody's just upset that it wasn't real and that you didn't croak.
I wake up each morning hoping he has died. I go to bed each night hoping by the time I get up in the morning, he has died. For the love of all things good, just fucking die!
They missed
I mean,
again?
why would they need to fake an assassination attempt when clearly the fact that you guys are so angry about it lets you know that they're planning one anyway? Why would you fake one if real ones are in the pipeline?
It's America!
If somebody misses one more time, nobody wants to work these days. Nobody wants to get out there and work.
So work meaning murdering people. Nice.
It'll be funny.
The assassination attempt on Trump has raised many questions. Before the WHCD event, Caroline Levitt spoke to Fox and said that some shots will be fired. Oh, jeez, like, okay. What's this now?
It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight in the room. So everyone should tune in. It's going to be really great. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
I love it.
And they call us the conspiracy theorists, right? They're going to be like, oh, the fact that Caroline Levitt said that, yep, that was an inside job. That was an inside job. And there's just more of the same, just people crashing out, Holy shit. They are evacuating Trump. CNN is live confirming that the shooter at the White House Correspondents' Dinner is dead. Yeah, let's watch this last one and wrap it up. Look at Trump, he's not phased at all. He's like, I've been through this before. This ain't my first rodeo. Okay, well, it's not super exciting, but yeah, there you see them evacuating Trump. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it. But yeah, the left, I really don't get them. They are... The mental illness is so apparent that they'll continually make this claim that, you know, everything that they're doing, it's a continual smokescreen. It's a continual smokescreen of, no, we're not really doing it. It's other people are doing it. For the sake of, we don't really want you to see that we're actually doing it. So we're going to make this whole big thing and dance about it. We're going to make this whole crazy charade. It's just all a psyop. We're actually really the good guys. And it's always people that are sitting at home making these stupid little videos about how crashed out they are. Let's watch one more.
Again?
Yep.
It's America!
Not they, you people.
How has no one been able to do it yet? You know what I mean? Like, that's all I'm asking. Peace, love, and blessings. I'll catch you in the next one.
Peace, love, and blessings. So they say all the cute little things that somehow, you know, they're on the right side of history. They are objectively on the left side of history. Left being wrong. Yeah, I'm not going to carry on because I don't want to get freaking copyright strike for that. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much all I've got. The left is crazy. Stay based and be reasonable and logical. Till next time. Cheers.